Awesome.
So, Shad, thank you so much for doing this.
Gladly.
Tell me a little bit about your relationship to music, what music means to you.
The main thing I would say music has given me is the opportunity to share my story.
Yeah.
Have a lot of fun with it. From making music to just being around music and music people has just been one of the great joys of my life.
Amazing. And so do you have any beliefs around how music can help with healthy communities or help with the world being a better place?
I guess one of my big feelings or ideas around music that I've discovered through my own experience is the fact that it's play unlocks something because it's fun. It's not this sort of like hard digging into my life. It's this sort of like fun game of like in hip hop, playing with language, playing with words, playing with old musical sources and sounds when you talk about sampling. It's really like this game ostensibly, but it ends up getting to something really deep, What comes out of it is really like the soul of who we are, This really beautiful picture of like who we essentially are.
Yeah, I like that. So you're familiar with music therapy. Tell me what you think about this profession of people learning about how to use music in a therapeutic way.
I love it. It's intuitive to me as someone who loves music and has experienced firsthand the therapeutic power of it, right? So it's a no-brainer to me. Yeah, of course we should be tapping into this to help people, in ways that music has been used forever. It's just like there's a lot of untapped potential there. To me, that seems very obvious.
Yeah. And throughout the past 2 years, throughout the pandemic, has that had any kind of impact on your mental health? And has music played a role in there for you at all?
Not getting to be around music as much as I am used to, I've felt the weight of that. I felt the pain of that. I felt the loss of that. I had a conversation with a friend a few months ago who was talking about playing Prince around the house, and him and his girlfriend started dancing, and then he started crying. And it was because in that moment, it was when he realized the kind of like loss of the pandemic. And that's when he started to kind of grieve, was because he realized what he missed was music and the community around music. On the positive side, I have 2 small kids, 3.5 and 1.5. And through the pandemic, I've noticed when they start to get cranky, I just play music. They have this own routine that I didn't introduce them to, but they take this one carpet from the living room, they bring it into the kitchen. That's like their dancing floor.
Nice. Well, our campaign is called Road to Recovery. So without knowing too much about it, what does the phrase Road to Recovery bring up for you? What does it make you think of?
Yeah, makes me think of, we're in a world, especially now, where a lot of things are instantaneous and we want things to be instantaneous, but lasting, meaningful things are difficult and they're a process. So when I hear that phrase, Road to Recovery, I think, okay, this is an accurate description of like what this process looks like.
That fits completely with what we're hoping to do this year, sort of slowly but surely build some stability, build some funding to help get music therapy to more people. So do you have any thoughts on why people should get behind Canadian Music Therapy Fund?
Yeah, it's just connected me more to myself and more to other people. Like it's just been the thing in my life. And I think that there is untapped potential there. I think we live in a society that's so kind of hyper obsessed with this kind of economic efficiency thing, and there's a whole richness to life that you can't necessarily quantify. Not that you can't quantify the benefits of music therapy, because you can, but there's a richness that we miss when we're just so hyper focused on that. Music makes people's lives better. Final thing I'll say on this is, like, in our society too, like, music is too often thought of as something that like a tiny minority of people do, and the rest of people are like passive observers and whatever, when I think we'd be healthier. We could have a healthier culture around music and a healthier culture period if there was just sort of more interaction and participation with everybody.
Totally. Yeah. One song that gets you through. If you had to pick one song for a bad day, could you pick one?
I'm gonna go with Bill Withers, Lovely Day.
All right.
Bill Withers has so many songs that I think are just perfect for sort of like lifting spirits.
Yeah.
And he was such an intuitive songwriter. Like, it almost moves me to tears sometimes to think about a song like Lean on Me that feels like it belongs to everyone. So that's my choice.
Amazing. Thank you for sharing that.
Gladly.
Thank you for your time. Have a great show tonight.
Thank you.
Looking forward to it.
Awesome.